Hey guys, I just wanted to share something with y'all and see if anyone else has had this experience. So, my sister and her boyfriend made soup the other day. Well, it was stew. It was like a beef and vegetable stew. It was really good. I was impressed. They don't usually cook very much, and it was very tasty. They bought all the ingredients and they spent, you know, they worked hard on it and they shared it. They were kind enough to share it with us. So, I had soup for dinner yesterday. And today I've been feeling super crappy. I'm just in a bad mood. I'm grouchy. Everything is pissing me off. It kind of feels like when you're on your period and you're just like moody and grouchy and tired. I have a lot of brain fog. And I was trying to think like what happened? I was fine. Yesterday, I had so much energy, I cleaned out the garage. And now today, I'm just like whooped. Like, no energy. I'm having a hard time getting off the couch. And if I do get off the couch, I'm like mad that I have to get off the couch. That's not like me. So I was trying to think what, what happened between yesterday and today. And the only thing that really comes up is the soup. So this is something I've noticed before. I usually eat, if I do eat beef, I eat it like once or twice a week. But if I do eat beef, I try to eat pasture raised or what's like 100% grass fed, grass finished, which means the cow like grew on pasture, on grass, and it ate, what it's supposed to eat. Cows are supposed to eat grass or whatever's on the field. But nowadays, cows are fed grains and they're kept in those horrible processing farms where they're living in their own muck and filth and they have all these infections, and cows are given hormones so that they get fat faster, and it's just really horrible. So I've noticed this is not like the first time this happened, and like now that I'm thinking back, I was like, this is like a trend that I'm seeing where if I do eat what you could call regular meat, like regular processed meat from tortured cows, I get like without, I don't think it's psychological because without me really thinking about it or being like, oh, I had meat, so like now it's time for me to get depressed. No, it's like the next day I'll be like, why am I so depressed? Like I'll get really depressed, which I have not been in a long time because I've been eating really, really well. And then I'll notice that like I'll just get really sad. And then I'm like, what happened? And it'll always be like, that's the one common denominator, is that I've eaten regular meat. It doesn't necessarily have to be beef, it can be chicken or whatever. But if it's not like grass fed, grass finished, I get really moody. And I'm wondering if, like, I know a lot of foods nowadays that will say they're hormone free or like they were grown without hormones, but I don't know. I don't know if that's to be trusted because I have such severe reactions to these meats that it's like, what are they, what is the difference? So, like, what I'm thinking is like maybe the food does have hormones, maybe it's added in after, maybe they're like, oh, it's not hormones, it's something else, but it is like hormones, or maybe just the fact that they're grown on grains, like the meat is different, or like um I'm huge into energy, so it's like maybe because the life of the animal was not great, they pass that on to you. You're eating all of that suffering, all of that pain and suffering. Um, so I don't know. It's just something that I've noticed. I've noticed this quite often. Um, when I do eat out, if I do eat out, because I honestly I can't, because then this happens. It's such a setback to feel like this, and I know most of the population feels like this every day, and I used to as well every day. I had horrible depression, and I could not get out of bed or off the couch. It was really bad. I could sleep 24 hours straight. Like it was a struggle. The constant brain fog, the constant digestive issues. So I spent a long time fixing my diet, but I have noticed that when I get really moody, it's because I've had like tainted beef and it's not fun. So I'm wondering if you guys have had a similar experience, or if you've noticed any other like foods that affect you hormonally, or if you even notice that the foods do affect you hormonally. Um, I don't know, just something to keep in mind. Like, be careful, y'all, with what you're eating.